Hello, distinctive fam. Can you guess where I just came from? All right, if you haven't guessed it, it's Joann. All right, everyone, I do have a Joann haul that I'm going to share with you. I just wanted to show you kind of what I'm working with here, and then I'm going to turn around and go through it with you guys so you can see everything that I got. And let's go ahead and get into this. Hey distinctive fan, welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to come back to you guys. It's been a while. I don't have any excuses. I just did my last video, edited, put it up, and that was that. I guess I needed a longer break than I thought. But I did do a haul. I did just come from Joann's. My Joann, or actually the Joann that I went to for this stuff, is closing in just 3 more days. And I did know that, so I wanted to go ahead and see what they had. I haven't really been able to stock up on anything from Joann because although they're going out of business, their prices haven't really been even beating their weekly sale prices. And that is because they are trying to make as much money as they can to balance their debt. And I can understand that, but I am definitely a thrifty shopper, so I have to go where the deals are. And if I can go to a regular company who might have something on sale for $2 or $3, as opposed to Joann, which is paying, regular price, or with their 20% off is only, $5 to $6, that's not really a sale for me. So with it being, I don't know where my lens is at, so hopefully I'm looking at the right place. Sorry if it's off. But so I did want to go and check since there was only a few more days left. I was really hoping they were slashing those prices. And finally they did have a reasonable sale on the yarn. I'm not exactly for sure what the percentage off was on some of these, and I don't even know if that would really matter because it almost seems like they overpriced their yarn so that when they did discount it, it was like back to regular price everywhere else. So I don't know, but I did ask the lady if she could ring it up for me because the sign said 60% off, but none of the yarn had like their original price on the tag, and this, everything was just everywhere. So it wasn't like it was in its original home on the shelf. Pretty much the whole store was cleared out except for the front area. It probably was, I would say, that one is actually a really large store. At least it's probably like 2.5 sizes bigger than the one that's closer to me. But that one, I started going to that one more regular because they did have a bigger selection. And so that store was, everything was gone. Everything was like moved up towards the front, and they have like, just like tape or whatever blocking off the areas where they don't want you walking in because there's nothing back there for sale. They are selling like their fixtures and things like that. And yeah, everything has a price tag on. It's like $100 for like their little rolling carts and some of the shelving, and $25. They had some chairs there. It was like $25, but you could say they was using them at the craft time because they were all like cluttered and nasty with paint and stuff. So it was like, I would pay $25 for that. Maybe $5 for 25, but no, not 25. Anyway, so yeah, if you know that your Joann is getting ready to close, and like if it's like only a week or two left for your Joann, you really might want to go in and check it out because they are starting to bring down the prices. Now, the one that is actually closer to me, they are staying open a little longer, and I do want to go over there and check them out as well when they get closer to closing to see if I can find any deals over there as well. But this is what I got from this Joann. So let's go ahead and see what I got. I was looking around at all this stuff. Like I said, it wasn't that much to look at, but at the same time, it was like you had to go through everything and see what you could find. So this, it says it's a stackable mini storage. So this That's what it does. It holds the perler beads, but I got this for little notions and things to hopefully get me more organized. And I think I have seen these like stackable containers at the dollar store, but like each container is like $1.25. And so I thought this was a good deal because I've got 12 of them in there. They're stacked 3 high, and there's four groups of them. And I think this was like $4 or $5. It may have been a little less than that. I'm not for sure how they was doing their pricing and things. But they did have signs, and like this says $16.99. So when I looked at the 70% off, I think it was like $4 or $5. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, probably $4 and something. But I'm not for sure if they took additional price off at the register or not, because I know there were different signs about different things. So yeah, it's kind of crazy in there. You just really got to go check it out and see what you can find. And if you have been to your Joann's, drop it in the comments. Let me know what goodies you found, what deals you found. Now they had this whole bin of like packaged up stuff with a price, a final price on it. They even had like some yarn that was like didn't have the ball bands, or was kind of like tangled up and just, you know, all messed up and stuff, or out of the skein or whatever you want to call it. They had them packaged up in little bags with a price on them. I didn't feel like it was priced well enough. I mean, they had maybe 1 or 2 bags where there was like 6 balls of yarn for $6 or 5 for $5. Now that was decent, but it was like 1 of each skein. So it was like, what can you do with that? But and then some of them were like 3 for $5. I didn't really find that attractive, especially when they had the full skeins, and I'll get into the pricing for those in just a minute. But I found this in that section over there. Now I did want to like open this up and look at it, but I haven't done that yet. Let me see. I believe this is, I'm hoping this is just some what you call it. I probably didn't want to tear the bag like that because I could use it. Oh, they really got this sealed up. Yeah, somebody packaged this really nice. They probably didn't want nobody opening it up and taking stuff out. Okay, yeah, this is some, it says Eddie Bauer on it, but this is some really thick, nice elastic. And I figured like at some point, I mean, I have in the past made like pajama pants and, you know, pants that I wear around the house. And, you know, I'll need some. Oh, these are already waist size. So hopefully I can fit these. But if not, I can just cut them. I can cut it at the seam there and probably connect them if I need it a little more. But anyway, so that's what these are. But I thought this was a great deal for just $5, because normally you will probably only get not that, like maybe 2 or 3 of those for $5, because elastic can be really expensive. And this is a name brand too. So, but I mean, I don't really care about the name brand personally, but I know it's a good quality. Like I can tell this is really thick and this will last. So I was happy about that. This container, this is for threads and things. And it said a clearance price of like $8.97, but I'm hoping they took the 70% off of that price and not the original price, hopefully. So, but when I looked at the price, it should have only been like $2 and something for this. And it should hold 18 spools of thread. So I'm hoping to get my little sewing area a little bit more organized than what it is. Let me set that up there. And so I got another storage container. This was, it said $4.20 as is. I guess it's probably missing a lid. There's no lid on this. It just comes out. There's no lid. So it's probably missing something to it. But I still found that the compartments were handy. And all the storage underneath it is handy as well. So I thought that was pretty good deal. Normally they sell these things for like $15, $20 for those little containers like that. So for $4, that was probably like 75% off at least. This is another one of their little fixtures. So I believe this is something they will hold their thread in. Now I did bring one because I've been wanting to know myself if it will hold it. So let me see. Oh no, it doesn't hold it. I wanted this to go like that. Hold on, let me see the next one. It does, but will I be able to get that back out? I don't know. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go in there or not. But I was hoping it would go in there, something like that. At least it can go like that. And I can probably stack 2 of them in there. I found the other container first. And then I found these. But I was like, I'll get them both in case these don't work. But I thought it might be fun to have something from Joann's. And have it be usable. So I got 2 of these and they were $5 each. So here's the other one. Let's get into some yarn. All right, so I found a bunch of these. I think these were going for they said they have $8.99 on there, which I think they're more than that. So this is the Big Twist Flourish. You get 148 yards. It's 100% premium acrylic. This is the color Classic Rugby Stripe. And I think it's a number 6 bulky. So it says you only need 4 of these for an adult sweater, but I think I bought maybe between 8 to 10 because I think that's all they had left. And I haven't used this yarn before, and because it was Big Twist, I was like, let me just grab them because I know I'm not gonna be getting it, from Joann's anytime soon. So the next thing I got was some Big Twist candy cane twisty. This yarn is really, really pretty. I like the twist in it. This was like one of the only colors they had of this, I believe. No, this actually they did have a lot of this, but the other colors I didn't really like the combination. It was the one that I liked the most out of the ones they had. So this is a 5 bulky. It is 98.4 yards in 1 skein, 100% acrylic. This is called Pomegranate, and I think that was it. That's all the information. So I think I got eight of these. Yep, I think that's the only yarns I had in this bag here of that flourish yarn I was telling you about. And then they have just one of these. Now, I would have really liked to get more of this particular yarn. This is called Jelly Bean. I was there a while back and I saw this in a bunch of different colors. And I really like the color selection they had for this yarn. So I would have really liked to have gotten some of this. But actually, this was the only one left. So I just grabbed it. Maybe I'll make a hat or something special for myself. But this is the Big Twist Jelly Bean. You get 218 yards. And it's a number 4 medium. Let's see what color it is called. This one is called Starlight. It's 93% acrylic and 7% polyester. So I thought this was really, really pretty. Okay, so this next bag, I got some I do want to try quilting at some point. So I found these triangle rulers. I figure I would need these for the different blocks and things you can make. So I don't know what to do with them, but I figure I better just snag them up, and hopefully they were a decent price. This is called Big Twist Fleck. It's 85% acrylic, 10% polyamide, 5% linen. You get 208 yards. It's a number 4 worsted yarn. This is called the color Pumpkin Spice, but they do have like little bits of flecks in there, and I thought the orange color was really, really pretty. So I think I have 3 of those. Yep, I have 3 of those. And then I think I showed you guys this yarn before when I did a walkthrough at Joann's. This is called the Karen Colorama Lacy, and she has this top made on there. but it's kind of like almost like that ladder yarn almost, which I don't really know what to do with it, but I am going to try to make a top with it. I thought it might be nice for a summer top. This is the only colored cake I got. So what color is this one? This is called Midnight Blues. It's it is, let me see, a number 5 bulky, 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. You get 361 yards. And this next one I got is called Blue Chalk. So I thought maybe I could stripe them together or something like that. But then I also have it in this color called Aloe. It's like a greenish color. It's really pretty. And I think I got 2 of that green color. So let me know if you have ever heard of this yarn or used this yarn before. Right, so this is my last bag. So the last bag, I have some more of that Big Swiss Fleck. This color is really, really pretty. This is in the color, let me find it. Oh, they have a sticker on that one. The color. It's called Mulled Cider. I wouldn't call it that. This will probably be more like a cranberry to me as well. But it's really, really pretty. And I have, they had 5 of those left. So I got 5 of those. And then I think I got 8 of these, let's see what this is. So this is the Lion Brand 24/7 cotton. It's 186 yards. So number 4, medium, 100% mercerized cotton. And I have always, let me see what the color is. This is called, what color is this? Cool gray. So I've always wanted to try this cotton, but it was always so expensive. And I actually am not for sure how much I paid for this because I didn't have her scan it. $6.49 on it here. So it's possible they took 60% off of that. But I'm not 100% for sure. And yeah, so that's all I had in that bag with those yarns there. Let me know what you guys think. Have you checked out your Joann's? Would you consider purchasing some of their fixtures for your storage? Would you consider picking up some of their fixtures for your storage? Was this a good idea or not? Yeah, but I thought that was really cool that you can buy like the stuff. I saw one lady, she was pushing one of those big, it was on wheels and it was like $100 and she was pushing that like she was about to buy it. I don't know how she was gonna get that out. Maybe she brought a truck with her because that thing was huge. I don't think you can fit that in any SUV or car. She would definitely have to have a pickup truck, or if she rented a car or a vehicle. But I know some people have small businesses, and that helps keep their things organized. And then for them to get those materials like that at a cheaper price, because $100 does seem expensive, but if you bought it from the manufacturer, it'd probably be, $300 to $400 or more. It could be. But I was thinking about buying one of those big rolly carts they had, but that was like $50. I was like, But it would have been nice to have that. I told my boys, I was like, well, y'all can build me one. They was like, yep. So maybe you might see them build me one, maybe. Who knows? But anyway, let me know all of the good stuff down below. What did you think of my haul? Did you get a haul lately? Or have you been to your Joann's? What have you been picking up? What have you been seeing? Let us know all the good deals. Do you know when your Joann's is closing for sure? Because like I said, mine is that one. The one I got all this stuff from is closing in 3 days. But there's another one that's still going to be open till closer to the end of May, middle to end of May. She said all I know is the end of May. But I'm not going to hold her to that. I'm going to say probably maybe sometime in the middle of May. I'm going to keep my eye on that one. But anyway, let me know all that in the comments down below. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I would really like to have you a part of this distinctive family over here. It was really nice chatting it up with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the haul, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.